everybody, and welcome to episode 105 of the Let's Play world. Last episode, I asked you what kind of carpet we should lay down in our base, and overwhelmingly the answer was red, so we're going to go with red carpet in our base. The other thing we started on last episode was a tunnel that went out to our zoo. And between episodes, I did a little bit of work, and I want to show you what I've got. So on this side, this goes out to our ocean monument, and now this side goes to the zoo. Went with another color, went nice and bright in here with some quartz and some white carpet, so it's very, very bright compared to some of the other tunnels. And then we have our portal down here that goes out to the zoo. And it's a nice rainy day here on our Let's Play world. And I think today what I want to do is figure out how to decorate this portal. I was thinking some sort of like zookeeper building or some sort of administrative building might be appropriate. And the second thing I want to do is add another mob to our zoo. And I think the mob I want to add is going to be one of these snowy mobs, either the rabbits, the goats, or the polar bears, but we'll see which one we run into first. Oh, well, this is sort of fortuitous. See, you can't lasso these guys. Give him a little tap, he's probably going to want to follow me. I wonder how well this is going to work. Okay, if I put my wings on. Okay, that worked out pretty well, actually. Okay, let's hope he's still there. No. I feel like we could probably replicate that situation and get a pigman to walk through our portal again. I can figure out, expose some of the nether. Oh yeah, we need a zoglin too. That's going to be a bad time. Uh-oh. Okay. In you go. Okay. You're having a bad time. You don't like the overworld. And you're a pig. Nice. Alright, try that again. You follow me. Pig. And away we go. Now let's see if I can stay in there. There you go. Feel free to get out of the lava. Well, not the mob I planned on, but I'll take it. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to design a build around this little portal. think this turned out really nice. It's sort of circular, so kind of goes all the way around in this kind of circular shape. I used green terracotta because I wanted it to look kind of natural, like it kind of fits in, kind of nature-y, like it's a ranger station or something. Use some jungle wood. And then inside, right now the back is exposed, but I built it in such a way that I could seal this up if I wanted to. But if we want to take a mob, out the back right now, we have that option. Also put a bed in here, and then a chest, just with some room for materials, things like that. Have it all lit up and everything. And this will be a great kind of base of operations for getting mobs into this space. Speaking of mobs, let's grab another one like I said I was going to at the beginning of the episode. Llama here, so we're going to bring that one along. I was over here looking for rabbits, and I feel like rabbits are one of those things that become more and more rare as the game goes on. I think they jump off cliffs and die, and as the game progresses, they're just less and less of them unless you venture really far. Oh yeah, I forgot llamas follow each other. That's really helpful. So many weird mechanics like that I forget about. We have rabbits. We have polar bears. We're gonna have goats. And this is gonna be llamas. Right on. All right, so now that we're all caught up and we've got our zoo in order, let's talk about what's next. Last episode, we added a couple things to our next up column, and one of those is add Villagers Pillagers, and the other is street level shops. So we did capture a couple of pillagers, and I can show you how to break their crossbows if you don't know how to do that. And then we have the villager breeders, so we can just bring a few villagers over to our city, and we're going to need to figure out a way to keep them from wandering off. I know if we put some beds and some workstations, they'll be mostly happy, but I also want to make it so that they don't just kind of wander out of the city, out into the woods, and end up getting eaten by zombies. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a couple of street-level shops, and then we're going to add in our villagers and pillagers. And I have 3 shops in mind. So as we wander into the city, you're going to see a couple of new things. First thing you're going to notice is I started kind of roughing things up a little bit, added some graffiti on some of the walls and down some of the alleys. I think it adds a lot of character to the city and it looks really, really cool. And then you'll notice down here, I started outlining some new buildings. And they're quite a lot shorter on this side of town here. And then it kind of eases into the skyscrapers. Right here, this big open area, I think I want this to be something of like a town square. Maybe we could do some food carts or something here. And then these shorter buildings, I think I want this to be kind of like an old town feel. Like they're, older buildings that were kind of pre-skyscraper. And you can see there's some interesting materials that I want to use. This one I'm hoping to kind of fit on a corner. I think it'll be fun to play with, but we'll get to that eventually. Today, I want to do a few shops, 3 specifically. And the first one I want to do right here. So while I'm doing some building, I just wanted to give you a couple of updates. The first one is part 3 of Minecraft Music is available on Spotify and Apple Music, so you can stream that, listen to it whenever you want. I'll leave a link in the description. That makes 18 songs that I've uploaded from this series, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know what you think. I've been so busy working on these that I haven't written a lot of new music, but there will definitely be more coming. The other announcement is I made a massive update to the Discord server. I made it a community server, so anybody is welcome to join now. And I did a lot of cleaning up and that sort of thing to make it a lot more user-friendly. And I would love to get more people over there. It's a little quiet right now, but it'd be great to have some conversation, some feedback, some ideas, that sort of thing. And I'd love to see what you're all working on as well, so there's some places to share that. I think we're looking pretty fashionable here. It's a cool little clothing shop. Use the mangrove roots for some tables. I think that's kind of a neat look because you can still see the color through it. Adds a little texture. fun, colorful wall. And then we've got our mannequins here with some clothes on them. Very cool. The next step is going to be in this tall white building here. These windows I want to turn into an auto showroom. Well, it's a little bit comically oversized, but it looks like a car. I did a little bit of research online to see what other people did and took some inspiration from some of those and came up with this. So there's one. Let's do another one. Pretty cool looking. I tried to do this one a little bit more sporty, really low to the ground, big kind of engine exposed, stripe down the middle. I think it turned out okay. You know, I said I was going to do 3 shops, but this space right here is just kind of speaking to me. Not sure exactly what this is. You know, it looks like it maybe could be a diner or a bar or something like that. And we could potentially put an interior, dress this up a little bit. But I think, again, it just adds a little bit more interest to the city. Final shop I want to put right around the corner in this space here. No big giant city is complete without an Apple store, of course. So we've got our very own here. One thing that we're definitely missing is some lights. And I would like it to be really bright in here. And I think what I want to use is frog lights. So maybe next episode we'll build a frog light farm, and then we'll have a new type of light that we can use in our builds. Last thing we're going to do today is add some villagers and pillagers to our city. The pillagers, I think I want to add to specific shops, interiors, things like that. And then the villagers, I think I want to just let them run free. But like I was saying, I need to make sure that they can't just hop out and become zombie food. So we'll have to do a little bit of baby proofing or villager proofing. You might remember a couple episodes ago, I caught some pillagers. I've got them over here. And for whatever reason, you can break their bow. So like this one here, you can see he's got no bow. So the way you do this is, once you've got him trapped, if I was to break this pillager is just going to hop out here and come chasing me. What you need to do is put a slab here, and then when I break this, he's going to start shooting me. And if I put a slab here and stand really close, he'll still want to shoot me, but the arrows go into the slab. And then what you can do is just kind of hole up a little bit and just hang out and let him wear his bow out. This, I think, takes about a Minecraft day, so it's not fast. Like, just make yourself comfortable and just hang tight. If you stand too far back, he can occasionally put an arrow over the top of the slab. So, fairly close to the slab is what I recommend. And then you can just kind of AFK for a bit. There we go. That animation indicates that the crossbow has broken. Now, one tip. There are a lot of arrows stuck in this slab right now, and if I was to break this, there is the potential that many of those arrows could hit our pillager. So I recommend either let them out a different side or wait for the arrows to despawn. Because if you break this and a ton of arrows land on them, you're just going to kill your pillager. Sometimes it'll still look like they're holding a crossbow, but if you log out, log back in, then you can see he clearly does not have a crossbow. The simplest way to move these guys is probably boats. And as I was rolling along here, I started thinking, if there's going to be villagers running around here, and they see the pillagers, I wonder if they're going to summon iron golems, and if there's going to be a problem with the iron golems killing the pillagers. I guess we will see. So one of the pillagers I'm going to save for this kind of town square area. I'm going to put one of the pillagers in our coffee shop. And then the third pillager I'm going to put in this sky bridge that I built between these two buildings. For our coffee shop, what we're going to do is we're going to knock the floor out and replace it with honey. And the reason we use honey is because you can't jump on honey. So if the pillager's back here, even though this is a 1 block tall counter, he can't jump over the counter. We'll put carpet back there to make it match, and it looks fantastic. Then what I like to do is just use a piston, kind of a little baby elevator. So if we move ourselves on top of the piston, and then we use a lever, raises us right up, and then we can continue on. And there's our barista, all ready to make some coffee. For the sky bridge, I think I'm just going to build a little water elevator and see if I can push the pillager up here. Away he goes. And the last thing we're going to do is get some villagers moved over. Ooh, we got a whole bunch of them. So what I'm hoping to do is just build a bridge and see if I can get a few of them to walk over here. Now, in reality, I just need 2 of them to get over here, because once there's 2, we can breed more up and give them beds and workstations and all that. But if we get more, that's great. So between episodes, I'm going to put some beds in some of these buildings, set up some workstations, and see how many villagers I can come up with. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.